Oh, look at that. I had one swirl at it.
I did, I think.
He never touched it. Oh, dang it. Get the net. But yeah, that's like early February, and then there's only a few days in between. Dude, you got a big one. Parker's got a big one. Don't pull too hard, buddy. Oh, he's got a big one.
Are you gonna get the net?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the net. How big is he? Because we're waiting on a fog delay.
And rain.
Well, it's rained a little bit, but definitely because of the fog delay. But the Alcoa fishing team, hold that still a second.
I'm almost got them all.
Has they are doing an inaugural. It's the first one of a New Year's Eve fishing tournament. Just kind of a fun deal for high school or juniors. And the cool thing in this one is that the boat captains can fish. So once we saw that, we were like, man, we want to go down here and have a good time. That's where we're at. New Year's Eve. It's warm. It's gonna be a pretty nice day. It's supposed to be up into the 60s. It's probably about 60 already. I guess is why it's so foggy. So Fort Loudon Lake is out there waiting on us and the fog to go away. But we will go try to catch us a bass hopefully here in a little bit. I'll be taking a break today around noon to do a MLF live on their page. So
I'll be on there.
Parker will be fishing while I'll be.
I gotta carry the team for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that.
That's it. See you on the water at some point in time.
Go Team Fuzzy Socks.
Team Fuzzy Socks. See a little bit of stuff on it. I sunk some stuff on that one time, like some buckets and things for fish to live around.
Ow!
Sharp hooks.
What do you think it would take to wait on the junior side? Adults can fish.
I'd say if we catch 3 keepers in the short amount of time we have, we'll do pretty good.
Done. So you got about 20 minutes to fish.
20 minutes?
For your interview. Hey, there's a squirrel.
Yeah.
How can I get this little bit of grass off?
If you're gonna slap it on the water, you have to do it to where the bait just barely grazes the water like that. You can't. If you slam it straight down, it'll break the bill out of it. Yeah. And then he growed up big and strong.
I used to have to do
Well, he knocked the snot out of it. That little feller did. I mean, he drilled it. 14.
14.
He is not going to make that.
He's probably 12.
But he knocked the fire out of that thing. My goodness, what a bite.
What did he do?
Bam!
Like a 5-pounder? Is that?
Yeah.
And then a 5-pounder would just barely nudge it.
Uh-huh. Your pants have fell down. If you needed to move quick, you wouldn't be able to. You would trip.
Hey, you have to do your setup in 6 minutes.
Yeah. And when I'm doing that, you have to be quiet. You can't be talking that much. I'll have to throw you out of the boat.
How much can I?
Into the mud.
I'm allowed to say hi, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll say hi.
You just can't be interrupting while I'm talking. I may get you to hold the phone for a little bit of it if people are asking questions or something.
What do you mean?
And you can read comments.
Is that a potato chip? Yeah, you're a tater chip.
You're a tater chip.
I'm a tater chip. I'm a tater chip. Are you glad that about?
Oh, look at that. I had one swirl at it.
I did, I think.
He never touched it. Oh, dang it. Get the net.
Perfect. Almost perfect.
Yep.
Is this a largemouth?
Yep. Yeah. Got us one.
And a big one.
Good one too. It ain't a 5-pounder, but that was cool how he swirled at it.
He
swirled at it.
Got it.
And the third time he come back and got it. Or it was more than one. There could be more fish in there.
Okay, I'm throwing in there. What is that? I say it's a 3.5.
Yeah, it's 3 something.
Let's go. Because you're not supposed to.
3.19. Almost 3 1/4 pounder. My biggest fish on Fort Loudon is 6 3/4 pound.
Huh. What do you think mine would be?
I don't know. Have you ever caught any 3-pounders on Fort Loudon?
No, probably 2.5.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of when the last time you and I actually fished on Fort Loudon was. The only time I can think of was the tournament when you were like 3.
Huh.
Remember when you had that double on?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That's the only time I can think of. And even in that one, we actually ran up the river. And we didn't really fish on the lake much. We mostly fished in the French Broad.
Yeah, and it was like this back tree, and somehow I threw I did a sidearm, and I threw an amazing cast under this branch.
Yeah.
And about halfway out, I had 2 on, and then I ended up getting 1 in.
Yeah. Okay, getting a couple people to start joining. All right, can y'all hear me okay? I want to make sure you can with these AirPods in. We're actually moving from where we're at because they are sucking up leaves, doing some construction right up there. It's a pretty noisy background, so we're going to try to slide out of the back of this creek. Okay, it looks like, yeah, so that they can hear us good. So, all right. Good deal, good deal. Hope y'all are doing good on this Saturday. Yeah, Parker and I are actually out here fishing. So the Alcoa.
You said it's a Saturday. It's a Friday.
Oh, it's Friday, ain't it? It feels like Saturday. It's New Year's Eve, whatever day of the week that is. I guess it is Friday. But yeah, we're out here fishing. The Alcoa high school fishing team had an open tournament. And it was open for high school juniors as well as, and the boat captains could actually fish. Just kind of a fun deal that they were doing, and Parker and I decided to come down here and fish this on Fort Loudon. But we had a very long fog delay to start with.
2
It was
hours.
supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Parker got to experience a 2 hour and 15-minute fog delay. People telling you to catch one.
I will.
All
At
right.
least try.
But then I'm gonna try to set the phone down here and see if I can do that without it falling in, and then us be able to fish. But yeah, with that delay, you know, it give us shortened our day up a lot. Still a 2:30 check-in there at some point in time. When is your first tournament? Our first tournament is early February, right?
Yeah, I think so. I have no idea.
You don't know? Yeah, it's early February, and it's down near Monroe, Louisiana, on a couple or 3 bodies of water. Actually, we're going to fish multiple bodies of water on that one that I have never been to before, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That should be fun.
I like going to new places. But yeah, that's like early February, and then when there's only a few days in between. Dude, you got a big one. Parker's got a big one. Don't pull too hard, buddy. Oh, he's got a big one.
Are you gonna get the net?
Yeah, I'll go get the net. How big is he?
Big. Let's just put it that way.
Dude, he smoked that as a giant. Look at that.
That's my biggest fish on Fort Loudon.
For sure. Dude, he creamed it. Here, hold that a second.
Should I go back to
Yeah, you can go back to you. And then we'll show them your fish here in just a second.
Here, we need face.
Are you serious?
Here your face on you.
Oh, what happened? It closed?
Oh no.
Okay. Is it still on there?
Well, I just caught that.
Look at that, dude. That's a giant. Oh.
I say 5-6 pounds.
5 something for sure. Dude, he smoked it, didn't he?
He went bloosh.
Let's see. We're going to weigh him on our Rapala scales right here. See what this big old
They're
beast
pretty
weighs.
accurate.
They're very accurate. Very, very good scales.
I say we get big fish if we don't win.
What is it?
496.
Almost a 5-pounder. Dude, that is a big one. Look how thick that fish is.
Hey, I caught one for y'all.
You did. Not only did you catch one, you caught a giant. What the heck, Parker? Okay,
hey,
so
one guy said, way to show up your dad.
exactly. Let's see if we can get a picture. Uh-oh, I shut it down again. We keep hitting the button. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna pause just a second. We're not going anywhere. We just got to take a picture right quick. Okay, hold your fish. Don't fall off of that. Okay. All right. So we're back in.
Well, that's two giants on that same bait.
Yep. Yeah, just a top water wake bait. Dang, Parker. Here.
And he was right there on that log where you said it was.
Yep. He's right off that log, wasn't he? We come through there earlier and didn't catch anything.
Hey, Dad, am I fishing fall or winter pattern?
We're fishing more like a April pattern.
Okay. So
Just we really are, and that's
hey, Dad,
that's because of
read
the.
that.
That's how it's done. I'll take notes. Yep. Yeah. No, this is much more like an April pattern, I would call it, because of the way these fish are acting. You need to put this on. Cover up that hair. Gosh, bro.
Well, that was intense.
Yeah, I would call that intense. Yeah, that's. I don't even know what to say at the moment. That was pretty much insanity. Definitely muddier out here, and this is about right where those two colors of water are mixing. You actually can see them mixing. Right here was right where that fish was, and he absolutely creamed it.
He jerked out of the air.
Yeah.
OG series and 8 through 10.
OG series and 8 through 10. There'll probably be some of that in the future. That's not going to be the next couple baits, but we're always going to be expanding that line and adding more baits to it. So I think we'll have an opportunity to do some deeper OG baits.
Would you rather fish a lake or river? I know that answer.
What would I rather fish, Parker? A lake or river? Huh?
A river.
A river. Every day of the week.
They just got a GoPro Hero 9.
Yeah.
What do you use a GoPro, and what do you set it on?
I would run the GoPro 7s is what I've run. I like the 7s. It's kind of what I'm set up with. But 1080-60 wide is where I have my setting most of the time, just for regular fishing. Especially the one on the chest. The one on my Railblazer mount on the back, I typically run it on 1080-60. But a lot of times I'll run it on linear just because it's so far back. I'll narrow that shot up a little bit to get a little bit better definition.
And then what's your thoughts on the chick magnet?
My thoughts on the chick magnet? It looks like a good bait, I think. Big one. Look at this.
This is what he catches.
I've caught 3 today. One of them was a pretty nice one, but the 3 of them together aren't as big as Parker's. He is not scoreable and not a keep. If I held him there, he almost looks good. Except my finger looks as big as his face. He was on a little spinner bait.
Well, you do have a big thumb.
Yeah, he was right close to that light too.
Oh, that's surprising.
Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Been a lot of fun and a lot of great questions. So definitely thank you for watching. Happy New Year. Hope y'all all had a Merry Christmas, and we will. What is it? Oh, yeah. Bye, Lizzie. Hope y'all all have a fantastic New Year. Looking forward to the Bass Pro Tour getting started back up again real soon. So we'll see you there. Thanks.
Did they hear that?
Probably not.
At the bottom of the post, you should have said 5-pounder caught.
5-pounder caught live.
I can't believe I actually caught a fish, and a giant one.
Yeah. I was so glad it didn't come off. You were asking what your biggest fish ever on Fort Loudon was. We know now. I think he caught somebody else's bait.
Huh? Did I catch somebody else's bait?
Looks like it.
Hey, we may get a free crankbait. Watch it be an OG.
Look, you see?
Bass?
Yeah, it was a keeper. I got hung on a twig right there and was kind of jiggling it, and he come up and rolled at it. It was a keeper too.
Dad, what's that hole from?
Where?
In that rock.
I don't know.
We should crack it open.
Looks like.
Whoa!
Get the net. It's a big one.
Which side?
I don't know yet. Over here.
Okay.
He's not as big as yours, but he's a really nice one.
He's probably a little...
Look, come off in the net. Get him in here before don't let him flop out.
He looks a little bigger than your first one.
It's pretty close.
He got a tattoo.
Yep.
Here, I'll get this.
Okay.
Go weigh him.
3 pretty good ones, Parker. Yep. All in one area.
What does he weigh?
$3.99.
So almost a fourth. How much does it say we have?
12.14. That is ridiculous.
And 3 fish.
Yeah. That'd be a good bag in 5. What? You gonna fish?
Loves us.
You gonna fish yet?
Yeah, I say I am.
You think so? Bomb it back through there.
Then why would they be laughing?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Time to catch one. Take your time. Take your time. Just keep him up. Keep him up. Keep him up. There's a lot of rocks and stuff back here. Think a keeper? Think he's gonna keep?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he'll keep.
I'll bug swing him.
Okay, swing him up here. He's gonna be close. Come up and eat it good, didn't he?
Yeah, he's touching. Yep.
He's a keeper.
4.
Yep.
That's a pretty good bag, I would say.
Pretty good bag.
He's a little higher, we could.
Yeah.
Like if those rocks that are out right now would cover it, we could catch them. I said we could catch them. Is he a keeper?
I don't think he's gonna keep. But look at, I mean, he was as far back in there as I could throw. Like that.
He looks dead. There's a chance.
No.
He's long.
Whoa, easy there, you little freak. 14.25. A very easy keeper. I would have not guessed. I about threw him back. They're all pretty healthy. We got a limit.
Got her. Hey, time for big boy chungus.
There you go.
Big boy
That
chungus.
is a big boy chungus. That's a
MLF live earlier anyway, didn't we? We'll go ahead and weigh the big one first.
Yeah, we didn't know if y'all saw that or not.
Yeah, we did.
But they probably
I asked what lake you were on. This is Parker Defoe from Bryan College, or Christian School. I think he caught this one on live, right?
Yeah.
It is 502. Good fish.
Real good one. Way to go, buddy. Yep.
1472. Woo! That's a big bag of fish, boys. So we'll set them down here and let you get a picture with it.
Okay, that'll be good. Thank you. Yeah.